Baby, I'm a gangster too. Baby, I'm a gangster too.
Hello, babies, and welcome back to Kisses and Chaos. This is your host, Lucy. Have you ever tried expressing your needs to your partner and they just don't get it? Or worse, they make you feel guilty for having them at all? Well, same. In this episode, we're going to be talking about all the tea with me and no contact and where that's at and where that's ended. Because guys, please sedate me next time. I want to go back to her. I'm so tired. But yeah, I'm going to be talking about my experience and giving you guys all the tea and how we literally basically broke up because of my love language, even though I've explained it over and over again. By the way, it's gifts. We're going to get into it. We're going to be breaking down the psychology of emotional gaslighting, love language shame, and how to stop begging people to treat you right. Like, are you exhausted? Because I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I can't do it anymore. No. And if you ever felt like the villain for just wanting someone to love you in your language, this one's for you, baby. So, as you guys know, me and No Contact started to try again. She reached out on my birthday, whatever. I haven't really gone too much into it. I think last week's episode I said I was going to see her. Well, let me say that did not happen, and I don't think I'm going to see her. But let me start from the beginning. So when me and her started talking again, I went through such an intense bargaining stage during our month of no contact, which if you don't know what bargaining is, it's like the forgotten stage of grief. It's like where you really start to question yourself. And that's like when you're like, wait, was I the bad one? It's like the grief stage of lack of self-respect for yourself. We're going to do a whole episode about that because I have gone back to so many girls while I've been in the bargaining stage. But when she came back and we just, of course we hit it off immediately. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to give her everything she wants. If she wants to be exclusive, I'll give her that. She doesn't want my walls up, I'll give her that. No resentment, no anger for the past, just straight up love and kindness, because I needed to see if I was the fucking problem. And for one, I want to fucking clarify, I know that this whole relationship was not No Contact's fault, but now I can confidently say I tried my best. So basically, when it was my birthday, when she messaged me on my birthday, I was like, I really want us to do something for my birthday together. We didn't get to spend Christmas together. We spent her birthday together. So I was like, I would like you to do something special or something. I'm really big on that. My love language is gifts and acts of service. So I would love a trip or a cute dinner or a graveyard picnic or something from Name Collective or Audie, a little scary, spooky toy. I don't know. It's so easy. She was so on board with it. Obviously, when we're first talking, she's like, yeah, I can't wait to treat you right, all this stuff. So coming down to the weekend she was coming, she started making comments. First, it was why are we even celebrating your birthday? That was 2 weeks ago. And I was like, well, because I wanted to spend it with you, and we're long distance, so we didn't get a chance to. And she's like, well, you were talking to other girls on your birthday. And I was like, I understand that, but you texted me on my birthday, and then we haven't stopped talking since, and I have given you everything that you've wanted, and all I want in return is for you to make my birthday feel special to me. And then she's like, well, birthdays aren't a big deal to me. I was like, but they're a big deal to me. And then she was just kind of complaining about going somewhere expensive, a nice restaurant. So I was like, okay, maybe we should go to Seasons 52. That's the nicer place that's not super expensive. Or we could do a graveyard picnic. And she was like, yeah, that's probably for the best. So I don't have to spend a bunch of money. And I was like, why do you make comments like that? I don't get it. It just makes me feel like you don't even want to do this. And I know she doesn't even want to, and that's the sad part. That's the part that hurts my feelings, I feel like, the most. And this was like after, I think I told you last week that she didn't tell me that one of her best friends was the girl that she cheated on her 2-year relationship with. That's what started the whole fight. And I brought it up so nice, dude. And it's just crazy. She had a split, which like BPD. This split was like no other. Usually she gets really ragey. But this one was like psychological warfare on me. I haven't felt like that gaslighted and crazy in a very long time. To the point where I had an autistic meltdown, and I haven't had one of those since 2020. An autistic meltdown is where you just scream. Like you can't, a lot of people have them in different ways. Like my best friend, like she scratches herself. My other friend like pulls out her hair. We're all on the spectrum. So I just scream. It's like a bloody murder scream because I can't, like, I just like freak out and scream. And I haven't done that in 4 fucking years. So I did that. And then the next day she was like, I didn't know you were so fucking crazy till last night. I was like, doesn't make me feel good. And that's the day she was supposed to come. She's like, I'm not going to come. Like, we're going to fight and blah, blah, blah. I was like, well, why don't you come and like make it up to me? Like, I'm not the one being like this. Like, don't you want this with me? And she was just really nasty to me. And then, the next day acted like everything was fine. And, you know, I can handle the BPD to an extent, right? Like I have loved her through all her splits. I've loved her through all the name calling and shit that happens during them. But what I can't accept is how even when she's not splitting and she's in the right headspace, she still doesn't want to do my love language. She still feels this way about me, even when she's not splitting. So it's just like, fuck, am I settling? Am I asking for too much? And every single time she'll be like, well, I'm working, I'm doing this. And I'm just like, she just can make me feel like so unimportant, you know? And like, when she was splitting about it, she was calling me like shallow, materialistic, and like gold digger and shit. And she was saying shit to me like, "What? I wonder what your exes think of you and stuff about this," and just like really mean stuff. By the way, splitting, if you don't know what that means, it's a trauma response. It's when someone sees you as all bad all of a sudden, and they demonize you instead of taking accountability for something they've done. It's very black and white thinking, and it's emotionally abusive when used to dodge responsibility. And I feel like she does do that a lot. She just kept twisting my words, dude. Like, I just couldn't do it. And the fact, like, when I screamed, like, after, she was just like, yeah, you're fucking crazy. And that's exactly like what one of my exes said to me. And I remember I didn't know that this was why I was having this kind of breakdown, was because I was on the spectrum and I just got really overwhelmed by everything and overstimulated. And but now I have a diagnosis, and I told her that. And even after all that, dude, I still wanted to fix it. But you can't fix something that someone thinks isn't broken. She'd also be like, my friends think I'm doing way too much for you. They think I'm spending too much on you and that you're not grateful. And I would like to say to all her friends and family who only get one side of the story, if you're listening, I am so fucking grateful for all the shit she does for me. A lot of the gestures that she's done have been apology gestures. So take that with a grain of salt that I was still extremely grateful. I think that she has this warped perception of me that I expected. But if you are trying to win me back and my love language is gifts and I love grand gestures and stuff, then yeah, I mean, like, that's how you get the girl back, bro. Like, you woo her, you make her feel loved. And that's how I feel loved. And she's like, well, why isn't a dinner in a hotel enough for you? And I was like, it is enough for me. It's just the way that you're the things that you're saying, you're making me feel like, you have to do this. And she's like, yeah, well, if you don't, you're gonna be pissed at me. I'm like, that's the reason, like, you don't want to do it. And that makes me sad. And it makes me like question myself, like, am I selfish? Am I spoiled? Am I too much? And like, yeah, my love language is gifts, but not even like designer bags and diamonds. I mean, literally, like what I said before, if you saw like a cool Audi, like a $7 little, my friend got me this, dude. Shout out Tate. It's a little Edward Scissorhands. It was like $12. Like, I love shit like this. I love shit like this so much. It doesn't have to be something so over the top expensive. It's more of the act of feeling seen. You saw something that reminded you of me or something that you thought I would like. That's how I feel seen and that's how I feel loved. And yes, it might be through material items, but there's so much more thought and depth to it than people think. And I have never had this much issue with somebody in my relationship about my love language. And then she starts like bringing up things like I need to start splitting things and like hotels. And I was like, the only reason why that hasn't happened is because every single time you've come to see me, it has been to make up something. And I'm not like, if you just fucking fucked your ex-girlfriend, I'm not going to want to split a hotel room with you. And honestly, since me and no contact are long distance, the gifts and stuff have to go up more. Like what I was saying before is like, I dated a girl that literally did not have a job. Like she bartended a little bit, but she did not have a ton of money and I paid for almost everything. And I was happy to do that because she was such a queen with acts of service and she lived here. Like she made my life easier. Like she would clean my car and do things like my laundry and stuff that I don't want to do to help make my life easier, which also make me feel loved because it's acts of service. But me and no contact are long distance, so she can't do those things. So, you know, Chick-fil-A, roses, maybe a cute little present there, here and there. It's just like, it's, in my opinion, I don't think it's asking too much. And I'm tired of feeling like I'm like this gold digger when I'm going after somebody that doesn't have a lot of gold. Like, don't you think I would be trying to like go for like a millionaire or something? It's just like, girl, please get over yourself. She always calls me materialistic and always says I'm too much and that I'm never gonna be satisfied. But if she just like wanted to make my like birthday special, even though it's 3 weeks after, I wouldn't care how long it was after. If I didn't see her and her birthday passed, I would do something special to her. But that's just who I am. And like, I'm like, I can't make her into this person that I want her to be. Like, she has shown me time and time again, she's not this person, but like, why do I keep believing it? And then I'm like, oh, I know why. Because she fucking every single time she convinces me that things are going to change and she's going to try and then it doesn't. And she starts using my love language as a weapon and it makes me feel so fucking weird inside because no one's ever done that with me. All my friends understand my love language. Okay, I'm getting kind of emotional. So let's pause and talk about psychology. Science. Emotional invalidation happens when someone minimizes, dismisses, or criticizes your feelings, making you feel like your emotional needs are irrational or wrong. According to psychologist Marshall Linehan, who's actually the creator of DBT therapy, which is a type of therapy that's really recommended for patients with BPD, emotional invalidation is one of the core contributors to emotional dysregulation and identity confusion. When someone is constantly making you feel like your emotions are too much or too big or wrong, your own brain starts to doubt its signals. Over time, you will subconsciously start feeling like, my feelings don't matter. My feelings are a burden. I should shrink them. I should shut up because I don't want to start a fight. And that is not fucking fair. Because like even during the fight with no contact, I was like, should I just fucking tell her like, fine, like we won't do anything for my birthday or whatever? But then I was like, dude, I'm asking for bare minimum shit. I'm just asking for you to like put in some effort. Fucking bring a birthday candle to the restaurant and order dessert and fucking tell the waiter. Something so fucking simple. And it's like explaining fucking calculus to this bitch. Like, I was trying to think of like an intense math thing, but that was the first one I could think of. Brené Brown's research on shame shows that when you are constantly feeling rejected, especially by someone you love, it triggers this sense of unworthiness. You go from they don't get me to maybe I'm broken, and it can literally destroy you as a person. Like, being with somebody that does this to you can destroy you. Like, all my friends have literally told me over this last couple of weeks that my spark is gone. Again. Which makes me really sad. But I mean, I was even trying to convince my friend about her splits, because at the end of the day, I do think I could have handled them. I was like, I mean, yeah, she's going to blow up and be really mean, but then she's so sweet, and I know it's her BPD. But it's the fact that even when she's not splitting, she's still not giving me the bare minimum of what I need to be loved. So she missed out on a real one. I will say that. Shame literally thrives when you're constantly being told how you love and how you feel is wrong. So we should all shame them instead, because fuck them. Fuck that little rat that did that to you. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. Neither the fuck did I. I saw this one thing, guys. Okay. I bet you all of us are out there and like we're all like low-key little dick whipped. And that's why we've stayed with these people who've done terrible things to us. But I saw this thing on TikTok that was like, he might be good for your whole, but he ain't good for your soul. And I was like, period. Because it's true. If you have anxious attachment, this shit can literally wreck you. Because for anxious attachments, being misunderstood or dismissed literally feels like abandonment. And I am definitely an avoidant, but I can trickle over into my anxious too. For sure, especially with this fucking woman. Oh my God. The body will literally react like you're in a dangerous situation because your mind can't tell the difference. It can't tell the difference between you literally fucking being in a cage with a gorilla and your fucking toxic ass ex. That's sad. Your nervous system is constantly in fight or flight. Your cortisol spikes. You're not just sad. It's like literally a stress response. That's why feeling misunderstood or emotionally ignored can feel like physical pain. Like every time I was just like begging her, like, I just want you to make it special for me. And she would just fucking keep saying things like, but it's not even your fucking birthday. Like, why would we even do that? You were like, whatever. And I'm just like, it would like literally feel like a stab through my heart. I gave you all of me. I gave you everything you want. I gave you exclusivity. I gave you no walls. I gave you no resentment, no anger. I didn't hold shit over your head from the past. And you can't even celebrate my birthday 3 weeks after because you can't get over the fact that we weren't talking on my actual birthday, but we literally talked that night because you texted me. Like, what the fucking manipulative shit is this? That's her, like, she's like, I'm standing firm on this. I'm like, dude, you think like I have to deal with your splitting and I love you through it. I love you through all the mean shit you say and how destructive you are and you ending our relationship and then coming back like everything's normal. I deal with that because I love you, but you can't even make me feel special. It's bullshit. And it literally, I haven't felt this misunderstood by someone in so long, and it's fucking sucks because it's like I'm so misunderstood by like the media and people and like this in my career. Like having somebody that's supposed to be like my partner misunderstand me is just like really fucking shitty. When someone is repeatedly invalidating your needs, especially in romantic relationships, it leads to a phenomenon called emotional gaslighting, where you literally start questioning everything. You start to believe you're too sensitive, too much, too needy, materialistic, when in reality, you're just emotionally aware. You're in tune with the way you feel loved and need to feel loved. When our primal love language isn't met, it can feel like we're speaking into a void. Our bodies will literally go into stress response. Even if someone's technically around, we're not being emotionally fed. Like, I'm not asking for too much. I just want you to make my birthday special, even if it's 3 weeks before. It's so annoying. So if you've been over-explaining yourself, if you feel like you've been walking on eggshells and not really telling your partner how you feel because you don't want to start a fight, or if you've been called too much when you literally just want to be loved with intention, you are not the problem. You are not needy. You're aware. You know how you want to be loved. You know what you like. It's not your fault that this person cannot see the real you. And I think I am just like getting to that point. I have tried to convince her about my love language and about how I love shit being like special and gestures and stuff. And I'm just fucking over it. Like, I don't have anything left in me to fight about or try to explain. I've wasted my breath, and I feel like once it gets to that point where you feel like that, it's probably time to go. Again, your needs are not negotiable. They're not embarrassing, they're not excessive, and they're not too much. They are data about what makes your nervous system feel loved, secure, and safe. You really gotta like look at your partner's willingness. Like, what are they doing to understand you or resolve the situation? Even in my shit, dude, I was like, are you just really stressed with work? Like, do you want me to plan something? And it still wasn't good enough. It still wasn't good enough. But then she's like, oh, but I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard. I'm so fucking tired of the words. There's no effort. She's like, oh, you know I hate flying. I'm flying down there. Guys, she flies for free. She flies for free. And I've seen her 6 times our whole 10 months. I am over it. I'm over the words. Someone that actually loves you will want to understand you and do everything to understand that. I didn't know anything about BPD, so I read books. I fucking looked up how to be a good partner to someone with BPD. I did everything I could to understand her brain. I already knew when she was doing that psychological warfare that she was silently splitting. There's 2 kinds of splits. You can be angry splits, or you can have like that really intense, like they're almost like so cold and stuff. And I knew that, and she never experienced a split like that. And I knew that because I've done so much research on it. But she can't even listen to a podcast about gift giving. It's like, holy shit, bro. But if someone actually loves you, they'll listen, they'll try, and they will do it. If they roll your eyes and invalidate you when you're talking about something that's important to you, like for me, my love language, that's not a miscommunication. That's emotional laziness. So now that me and her are broken up, I'm going to go and buy myself some things, and I'm planning a trip with my besties. I'm thinking maybe Thailand or something. I don't know. We looking into stuff because I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. She doesn't want to give me shit, and I wasn't asking for the shit I'm buying me a lot more expensive stuff than I'm sure she would have wanted to buy me. But you need to do the things that you would want your partner to do to yourself. If you like big gestures, do it to yourself. If you love feeling prioritized and quality time, block that off your schedule to spend it with yourself. You treat people how to treat you by how you treat yourself. And I know that's harder said than done because like I'm a gift giving queen of myself. I love shopping so much. And I love presents. Like even my mom, she gets me a present. She gets me like an Easter basket, you know? I basically had to beg no contact to give me a Halloween basket. It was a really good Halloween basket, but I basically had to beg for it. But you gotta put the love into yourself. So that's what I'm doing. I bought myself a new Name Collective sweatshirt. I bought myself some cute new clothes. I'm gonna go out and buy some new makeup tomorrow. And I'm just gonna spoil the fuck out of myself this week because at the end of the day, no matter what, it's only going to be you and you. Like you have to be comfortable inside your own body and you have to love yourself. So why not give all that love that you were giving to that shitty person to yourself and show yourself that this is how easy it is to love somebody and give them the love that they want because you're giving it to yourself. So you won't take shit next time. Like, I hope I won't. And I've never had this problem with any of my fucking girlfriends. It's so exhausting. Like, girl, I'm not a gold digger. Like, let's calm it down, girl. I got my own gold. Period. If someone is constantly saying that you're ungrateful or too dramatic, stop handing them the pen. You know who you are. Stop letting them rewrite you in their little insecure novella. Goodbye. They will never find a main character like you. They can try to rewrite you all they want. But at the end of the day, baby, we know who we are and we know what we deserve. And that's on period. So our mantra of the week is, babes, I am not asking for too much. I'm just finally done asking the wrong person. Period. Say it again. One more time. I am not asking for too much. I am just finally done asking the wrong person. If you're listening to this and you're thinking, God, I've fucking been there, or I'm currently here, I've loved someone so hard and they managed to make me feel like I was the impossible one to love, then baby, I want you to hear me. You were never being too much. It was about them being too emotionally unavailable, too unequipped, and too unwilling. You showed up with your whole heart. You communicated. You gave chance after chance. You lowered your walls. And they still met your softness with resistance. And that fucking sucks. But it's not a reflection of our worth. It's a reflection off of their emotional capacity. Because real love doesn't make you question your value. It doesn't twist your love language into a flaw. It doesn't have you screaming into the void saying, please just have them understand me. I just want to be understood. It meets you, it holds you, it hears you. And when you find that love, let your girl know if they got a sister, okay? Because she's back on the market. She's back on the market. She's back on the market. Stop asking the wrong person to love you right, because they never fucking will. Stop rewriting your needs to make someone else more comfortable. Stop breaking yourself into tiny little pieces just to fit into this relationship that was never good enough for you anyways. You're not asking for too much. You're just finally asking for better. You deserve a person who doesn't just tolerate it. Shout out Taylor Swift. That's been my on repeat song. I can't believe she took it out of the Eras tour when I went and saw her, but it's fine because we did get torture proof. If someone ever has made you feel like too much, they were never the one. I love you guys all so much. I felt like I needed that pep talk, so that's why it was like a little bit longer, because I just can't believe like I did this shit again and I got my hopes up really hard. Like I was like bawling my eyes out. I don't think I've cried about her like that in a really long time, just simply because my walls have been so high up, but I let them all down and hasn't even been 2 weeks, so. But don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and rate the podcast. I love you guys so much. Send this to a baby that needs it. And yeah, I can't wait to be back next Wednesday. We're all caught up. Like this is literally, I'm filming this like 3 days before it comes out, which I love. And I also think I'm going to do an episode on like, am I the asshole? So I'm going to ask you guys to send me your stories and stuff. And yeah, I love you guys so much. Bye.
Baby, I'm a gangster too.